I mean, I think most of the people have mountains, skiing, and stuff like that in mind when it comes to Austria. And it's not really mining jurisdiction, but our project in the middle of Austria comes from the 80s when the Austrian government, by the way, was looking for uranium to feed their atomic power plant that they built to be independent from Russian oil and gas. The thing never worked out and they found lithium instead of uranium, and that's our mine now. Other than that, there is no real mining activities in that country. And we are very close to lots of the typical lithium buyers like automotive industry, electronics industry and everything. And the demand of products that use lithium batteries is rising substantially, and it's rising faster than expected a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, people only spoke about cars, for example. Now there's bicycles. 6 million bicycles will be produced in only one plant in China per year, e-bicycles. There's all these tools and stuff like that. So the demand is rising substantially. On the other side, a lot of mines are having issues going into production, which is usual for that business. Bringing a mine into a production is a different thing. You can build a house and plan that, but building a mine in production has issues on its way. So there's a gap building up. So we are positive for the lithium price. We don't see it flying through the roof, but we see the prices minimum stable, then maybe going up 10 to 20% over the next couple of years. And at some point in the mid-20s, we may see a flattening. I mean, 25–30% of all buyers of lithium are in Europe, automotive industry, other electronic companies. All these European companies are looking for a safe supply chain of their products. They are looking for safety restrictions, stuff like that. And most of the resources, regardless which resources is, are coming from countries where you wouldn't go for holidays. So being in the middle of Europe, in Austria, in one of the safest countries in the world, producing stuff that is needed, BMW, for example, or all the Stuttgart-based automakers are 300 kilometers away from us. So being there is an advantage that no other company, lithium-producing company in the world can offer. I mean, this is the reasons. This is the reasons. The industry is there. We produce there. We'll be the very first mine in Europe that is producing lithium. We just issued our PFS that shows that this thing will go into production. The price is still somewhere okay for investors to go in. Other than that, we have, I would say, 200 to 300% upside on the resources size. So going in now, it's a de-risked investment already since the PFS is out, but it offers a lot of upside. We go into production, plus we have exploration potential, plus we are in the middle of Europe where all the lithium is needed. I think it's a win-win situation. I mean, we went through a deep, deep valley. Lots of smaller projects have been washed out, and the industry is getting much more professional now. You see that companies like Apple and Samsung are are in that business now. They go directly to mines and bypass companies like Glencore and stuff like that. The industry has realized that resources is more important than ever, and due to the it was almost a depression in the industry. Lots of projects have not been developed yet, so we are running into gaps in a lot of resources. So it will become a very, very interesting area again. I see big portfolio movements out of the blue chip equity markets that remain volatile due to all that global issues into the asset class of resources. So we are very, very positive for that in the future. But it will not be this blue sky exploration, little thing here and little there. It's getting much more professional. Everybody is in that business now. Well, you meet all these people, right? Here in Hong Kong, you meet all the people from Asia. There is events in Cape Town and Toronto. For us, it's very important because Europe is heavily buying resources, but we do not have a real investment industry around. My firm is one of the leading, maybe the leading firm for resources investments in Germany, but there is no real event. And I come here, it's a non-stop flight, 10 hours, and I meet everybody in the sector who is important in Asia. That's very important for us.